Hi, welcome to Inspire DIY. My name is Max and I hope you are having a nice day wherever you are. Finally, I've got around to doing this video to show you my indoor gardening setup that I have behind me. When I first started indoor gardening primarily, I actually used an LED light strips, and I built this like a printer table. I installed the light strips right underneath, and I started growing microgreens first, and those worked really well. And then I got this whole idea of why don't I just start growing vegetables indoors as well, so I can, eat them throughout the winter. But those LED light strips weren't strong enough to actually develop the true leaves for all these veggies that I'm growing. Fast forward a few months later, I decided to switch to these LED, this is probably the brand Barina or something on Amazon. And they're like essentially LED light tubes that cost about $10 per tube. And they work really, really well. So here I have the seed starting tray here, and I have a height clearance around 10 inches per seed starting trays, and I can grow microgreens, and I can also start the seeds right in here as well. And I put about 3 light tubes per level. Right underneath it, I actually put only 2 light tubes underneath. It's probably better if you put 3, but I was trying to be cost efficient with it, and they seem to grow a decent amount, and it works fine. However, there's a limitation with all these lighting is you can grow lettuce, you can grow any leafy greens with it, but you can't grow any veggies like tomatoes that require full light spectrum. And which is why I bought this more expensive version of the full light spectrum here. This costs around like $60-$70 or something like that, just per that light tube. As for the shelving, I'm actually using these like commercial wire shelving. That works pretty well. I got this whole idea from like watching other YouTubers growing microgreens, and I thought it will work fine for my purpose, which is why I'm using these ones instead. For the air ventilation, I'm actually using a PC fan, which is 120 millimeter. So I basically DIY them by stripping apart the wires and then just bundling them up together and using the AC adapter. So each of the shelf has their own PC fan. However, they are actually not strong enough, so I'm thinking in the future, if I ever moved, I'm gonna actually change the setup a little bit, where I'm gonna rearrange the layout of this particular setup and have another stronger fan to create a vortex and ventilating through all the veggies. And I've been having a little bit of problem with having a powdery mildew, especially like right now where I'm closing the windows, so the air circulation in my place are not that good because it's winter right now. I'm also using these I got this peanut butter gallon bucket that works really well. I actually double stack them and then I drill the holes on top so that it creates a drainage. For the bottom layer here, I'm just using a plastic planter pot, which works really well. I got them off Facebook Marketplace for like $3 each or something. And then I just have this plastic tray to catch the drainage, so it's not like leaking on the ground or anything. And that's pretty much all about my setup. And in the future, I'm also considering to switch over to hydroponic. I got some ideas about using tube where you can like conserve more space, so I'm gonna be doing more research with that in the future and possibly switch to that. And with that said, thank you very much for watching.